Okay, so this is my video. Oh, look, Tori's eye-chatting me. I'm so surprised. No, but I'm doing this and I bailed on her to do it. So, whoops. Oh, she's just talking about how excited she is to watch this. Hey, Tor. Um, so yeah, lots of people wrote in because I'm mega popular. Um, um, so I just got a third question from one of who I could only assume is one of three people. So Tori, Kelly, and Carly spotted. If it's not you, that's embarrassing. But so since that's the most recent question and also the shortest, I'll answer it first. And I'm going to read it. 1 second. 0 MG L exclamation mark KE @RE Y 0 U D plus exclamation point. I don't know why I can't say that today. NG Z @CH. Are you dating Zach? Obvi. No, Zach Porter's a great guy, and any girl would be lucky to date him. So yeah, there's that. Next we have questions for your video from Taryn, because she's the bomb. Her URL is Dimple Shots, and it's my favorite URL. And sometimes, like, I'm scrolling through my dash, and I just see it, and I'm just like, oh, it's so funny. It's so funny because you could take a shot out of somebody's dimple, and it's huh. Anyway, um, so let's see. You can choose 3 bands for your dream concert. Who would these 3 bands be? See, it's funny because they wouldn't get along. Like, it would make no sense at all. It'd be ridic stupid, but like, ooh, I just sounded like the biggest fool. But Fall Out Boy, because I've never gotten to see them live, and I think they're incredible. And I listened, like, my entire high school experience was defined by Fall Out Boy, and then the next band, Jonas, just because I hate them and I want to see them all the time. And I think it'd be really funny if, like, Jonas Brothers fans and Fall Out Boy fans were in the same venue, because I think that they would be, like, weirded out by each other. And I feel like there's like a lot more crossover in those fandoms than anyone cares to admit. Um, but then third band isn't really a band. I really want to see Billy Joel live. Um, my dad played a lot of Billy Joel, like, when I was growing up, and like, it was like my dad played Billy Joel and Jimmy Buffett, and my mom played James Taylor and, like, smooth jazz. And the only taste I didn't really acquire was the smooth jazz. But anyway, that's that. It doesn't make sense, and it's not at all like a logical tour lineup, but it is what it is, and it's my dream concert. So, If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, it'd be pizza or pancakes. Because pancakes, my mom's recipe for pancakes, are the greatest things in the entire world. I could eat them all day, every day. I almost always eat them too fast. Like, I give myself indigestion because I eat them at the speed of light. Like, I'm never the first one of my family to finish eating anything. I'm always the first person to finish pancakes. And pizza, just because you just have so many options with pizza. Like, you could get it from different places, you can get different toppings on it so you didn't get sick of it. But yeah, or cereal. Like, that's kind of a wimp out excuse for the same reason, or wimp out choice, because it's like the same. Like, you can get a bunch of different kinds of things. But if I do this, I look like a sister wife. Sorry. Um, what would it be? Where's your favorite place in the world? That's a hard one. God, Taryn. My favorite place in the world is probably my car, which is stupid. But no, it's not stupid. It's my favorite place. So no, I refuse to say that it's stupid. Um, I love being in my car because I can, like, be with people if I want, but I can also just kind of, like, get away and, like, hang out and just breathe and do my own thing. And I, like, talk to myself a lot in the car because I always have, like, this huge internal monologue thing going on, and, like, sometimes I just need to say things out loud just so that I can, like, know that I thought them. And I do that a lot in my car. And I also sing a lot in my car, and I don't like my singing voice, but I like it in my car. um, but if I had to pick a favorite location in the world, it'd probably be either Long Beach Island, New Jersey, because it's just the chillest place in the entire earth, and I just love it, and it's summery and perfect, and that's where I grew up, going to the beach. And then abroad, it would probably be um, France. Just I loved France when I was there, and I want to go back because it was just really interesting, and I don't think I got to appreciate it as much as I could have because I was like a sophomore in high school, and I did not take that opportunity as I should have. Um, my drink of choice depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm like tired but I still want to go out and I've had a long day at work, it's Red Bull and vodka. If it's cold, it's usually Jack and Coke. Um, if I don't feel like being like a tool and drinking Red Bull and vodka, it's Jack and Coke. Um, and then like at the end of the night, it's always beer. I like to like end with a beer. And I also really like Goose and Dew, Mountain Dew and Grey Goose. It sounds like vile, but I like it, and it's what I drank in high school. So it's delicious. So thank you for your random questions, Taryn, and I did quite enjoy them. And now on to Tattoo U's question. I tried to look at your blog, but your blog doesn't have your name on it, and I wanted to ask back and see what your name was, but you don't have an ask box, and yeah. And then I wanted to answer the question privately, but I didn't want to lose it so that I could cover everything that you asked. So I'm sorry. But let's see. I am studying TV production, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. I love going to class every single day. I like through high school and middle school, I was I was that kid that like rarely did homework because I hated it. I was just like, I don't need this. I kind of reveled in the fact that I could get away with like doing well on tests and not turning in homework. But all of my TV classes, it's like a complete 180. I work so hard because I just want to do so well in them. And I just love it. Like, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like it's like what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like it's really well tailored to my skill set, and it's an environment that I can work well in because I'm usually very high energy, and I can sort of micromanage to a certain extent and like focus like, oh, this is the shot we need to get, like let's get it and then move on to the next thing, and like that's how I think. So that's part of the reason it works really well for me. I've also always loved like storytelling, and like I love reading, as I'm reading books, I'm always like, oh well, it would be really cool if it happened like this or if it played out like that, like sort of directing in my head, I guess. But I think a lot of people do that, so whatever. Personally, I really don't think it's that hard. I think there are parts of it that are going to be complicated. Like, I'm starting an editing class next semester, and I'm a little bit terrified because it's what I have the least amount of experience in, and it's like the thing that I feel like I'm gonna have to work the hardest at, because I just don't know a lot about it at all. But other than that, it's like, if like, pay attention. Professors are professors for a reason, and luckily, like, I have a really skilled department. This is getting really long. Oh my god, it's so long. No, but like, I think that I'm really lucky to have a department full of like still working professionals and stuff like that, and people who've worked on soaps their entire career, or my advisor has Emmys for all of the freaking Olympics that he's directed and stuff like that. So I've been able to, like, as long as you're paying attention, you really get to sort of like reap all the information that you can and like apply it. It's very much like learn and apply as opposed and practice, as opposed to like learn these facts, regurgitate, and then like, I don't know, it's not like math or science where you have to remember all of these like weird theorems and like the ifs and the whats and the thens, but it's more like it's obviously a much more hands-on sort of major choice. So that's that. The best thing about it is the people that I've met, the experiences that I've had and that I'm going to be able to have, and the fact that like I can feel the difference of what I've learned. Like, I know for a fact, like, I watch TV and I'm like, oh, well, this is what they were doing, and that's how this was shot, and that was that. Like, I can see that now, and I really enjoy being able to do that. I don't know if I would have done that as much with any other career choice. So I think that if you know, if you can sort of be, and you have to like have a certain amount of like desire to have control over a situation, but you also have to be able to roll with the punches because things are never going to go as planned. So I think that for the most part, that's the most important thing that I've learned, is like you really need to be able to just adapt and keep going. And like if you're freaking out, just internalize it, keep going, and deal with it later, which is really unhealthy in life, but it works in television. And this is like 11 minutes long, so no one's gonna watch this whole thing. But the worst thing about it is that it is a hard industry to get into, and I'm a lot scared that right out of college, the first thing I'm going to try and do is get a job in television in the biggest market in the world. Maybe it's not the world, but it's in America. It's New York, so that's only a little bit terrifying. That's, I think, but that's also a good thing because it's like if I do get work in New York, I can get work anywhere. That's what everyone's saying, so that's that. So thank you if you watched this. I'm just going to check my sweet old inbox one more time because I don't think anybody else would have said anything, but just, I don't want to leave any. Oh my god, a message! Oh my god! No, it's still the old Zach one. Poopy. Okay. Well, this is now 12 minutes long, so I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your questions. We should do this again sometime in a shorter form. Feel like my headband? Alright, bye!